Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk Behind Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got a new artist that's tearing up the streets as we speak. Young Brezzy, what's good with it, my dog?
What it do? Blessed to be here, man, and highly favored.
Hey, man, Brezzy, what I need you to do right now is tell me what it feel like, man. Tell me what it feel like in these streets, boss.
It's getting heated up.
That new banger right there, though, man. Dropping it out here, man. What has it been like for you ever since you've been able to maneuver and had this hit on your hand?
Man, it's been great. It's been lovely. Like I said, we went to New York. We took it to New York over there with Polo and all them. And, they heard it. My guy Success from Atlanta, director, he was like, hey, bro, you need to come by the office. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
So just to get that feedback and that energy, like, it was great.
Whew. What has the hometown been reacting like?
Oh, they've been going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been going crazy because, I got to put on for both of the AL and ATL.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me about maneuvering between the AL and the ATL. What has that grind been like just coming up, getting it out the mud, though, Brezzy?
Man, to be honest, it been a whole situation where it just got to stay down till you come up. It's like on a humble experience, like you know what you're grinding for. Exactly. It's like you can't let this person or that person, deteriorate what God got for you.
Big old facts. Now, coming out of Alabama with it, talk to me about some of your inspirations coming out of there, man. What was the music that made you say, you know what, this is something that I want to get into?
Oh, no, I actually coming out of Alabama, if you want to take it back. What really inspired me, the whole Tupac and Biggie.
Ooh.
Yeah, like to take it back.
Yeah.
The Rosa Parks, the Martin Luther Kings, the powerful people that actually sacrifice. And that what really kind of made me feel like on the level of, hey, if they could sacrifice this, God gave me a gift. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me each one teach one.
Come on now. When it comes to each one teaching one, what kind of messages are you trying to put in your music, Brezzy, that you want the audience to pick up on and learn from, though?
That at the end of the day, coming from where I'm coming from, getting out the mud and coming from nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, we used to have to use outhouses.
Oh.
Like that's how deep, coming from an outhouse.
Yeah.
To now being on some of the biggest stages, rubbing the elbows with some of the biggest people in the game is all a blessing. It's like destiny.
Now, when you say rubbing elbows with some of the biggest people in the game, I'm understanding that you've been rubbing elbows with some A-Town legends.
Oh, yes, sir.
Can you speak to that?
Oh, yeah. I want to shout out the whole QC team, the whole fam. You know what I'm saying? We got some work in the making.
Yeah.
So, we just working.
What goes through your mind, though, man, when you get a chance to sit down with Coach and P and just really break bread and figure things out?
Oh, we gonna do it, we gonna do it, and we gonna turn it up for the A and the AL.
Now, coming out of the AL, man, you got folks like Dirty, Doe B, and some folks that really put it down in that state, man. Did they give you any inspiration on how to come up out of there?
Nah, not really, cause to be honest, I was already on behind the scene. Ooh. Before they came about. No disrespect to them.
Yeah.
I was behind the scene learning.
What was you doing behind the scenes?
Working with different artists. Shout out to the home team. Like I said, Aaron Sally. You know what I'm saying, the head A&R DTP. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, he gave my first opportunity for anybody.
Exactly.
When I ain't had nothing going on, he was like, hey, I see something in you, bro. Come rock with me for a second. So, he just kept me behind the scene, mold me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to be around TK Graphics. Shout out to them. That's the home team. Mm-hmm. That little brother, them, you know what I'm saying? There's always family. Yeah. Like I said, and just making me understand the game. Like, we going to do this, but you ain't ready for this over here. We got to get you to be ready for over here. We got to mold you to be that superstar that going to come with it.
Exactly. What was it like, and what were some of the jewels that you picked up along the way, man, that you're applying right now, though?
Relationship. What I'm saying? Relationship. Like, I understand, like, you can have all the money in the world. If you ain't got no relationship, that money don't mean that, because some people don't want money.
Exactly.
Some people just want a solid relationship.
Exactly.
That way you can pick up the phone. Hey, everybody got a personal problem. Somebody need that. Man, let me vent to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that whole thing can get you further. It's like, you my man. Like, bro, I know you ain't got the money, but I tell you what, I'm in this position. Yeah. So let me help you, and we help each other, and we can get over here, and everybody can win. You know, that's what I'm on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't sleep at night if my whole team ain't good.
Come on now. Talk to me about signing with Universal, though, man. Being able to get a major to co-sign the movement. What was that like for you?
Man, it was a blessing, to be honest, because it was like that when I got that call, you know, shout out to Tiffany Gaines out there in LA, you know, and we had we wrapped up, we had a conversation, you know, a 30-minute conversation turned into a whole 2 hours and 45-minute conversation. Ooh. You know, and just us vibing and all that, and just the spirit and the energy. Yeah. Like I like good, you know, good energy, spirit people. Like, so at the end of the day, it was great because we got on the phone. We went from music to personal stuff. Yeah. Then just a whole mentorship. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying, to the point where she was like, yeah, you know, and shout out to you, just had a birthday, you know, Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? You know, she's the rock with him. Yeah. And she, you know, she was like, well, y'all on the same way. She was like, I like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, I feel like I got him, and the whole thing is just he was on the camera, you ain't on the camera. Yeah. Cause you know I do stuff with the community too. Mm-hmm. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a blessing to go from not able to feed yourself to feed everybody else.
Yeah. Now, Brezzy, as an artist, man, how would you describe yourself, and what is it that you want to bring into this game, my dog?
Man, to be honest, I just want to bring a lot to the game. Like, at the end of the day, I want to instill in the youth that just because you may be in a trailer or you may be trying to find your way, don't give up. Come on, like, now. You can go from here to being on, if you know, if you want to do that, it ain't got to be music. You can go from nothing to being something great, you know?
When I think about your grind, though, Brezzy, because that behind-the-scenes grind is a real grind, too. But it's a solid foundation to where you know what everybody's supposed to be doing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because you done did it. So
yes,
you're
sir.
Like, now, I know what you're supposed to be doing. I know how long that take. I know what's going on with that. Talk to me about how that prepared you to get to where you at right now, man.
To be honest, that behind the scene grind, like you said, is a different grind. Yeah. You go through so many emotions, so many, you know, I remember many nights I shed tears and like, dog, I got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm going head first, but at the same time, like, I always have to reflect. But God gave me that, you know, humbling spirit, that ambition, like, you know, it's like that third water, like, son, hey, you know, you anointed, so you gonna go through this being anointed. Exactly. But I got the blessing. If you keep on and stay on that road, I got that blessing for you. Exactly. And like I said, I stayed down, you know, and got to pick up jewels from along the way, different people, and it worked.
What was one of the biggest obstacles that you faced, though, trying to come up? And what was it that made you say, you know what, I really want to say F this stuff right now, but I'm going to go ahead and stay down with it?
Man, to be honest, it's funny you say that. Yeah. Man, that before I got to this point, it's like, I can literally recall quitting this about 200 times. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it just, that spirit, that inner voice, like, nah, don't give up. Exactly. Like, you got people depending on you, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that what kept me going is like knowing that how my music move people. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Then like I said, then just seeing what it do. Then when I know people don't listen to rap, then actually I perform in front of them and all that. And just to see the emotion, the tears and all that, is like, wow. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel having this wave behind you, though, man? And, I mean, what is the personal feeling of it all when you're thinking, okay, I'm heading in the right direction. I'm glad that I didn't quit. And I'm feeling like it's about to go all the way up in this thing.
Oh, yeah, it's going all the way up. Like I said, you know, the feeling is so great. I can't even explain it. Come on. What's name? When I think about it, it brings tears to my eyes. Like that type of feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, to know, you know what I'm saying, when your kids, they can rap every song, you know, that I want to hear that again, you know what I'm saying, just knowing that I can put them in a situation that I never was in and all that, you know, get them a better education, get them a better outline of stuff like that. You ain't got to rob, you ain't got to kill. That's right. You know what I'm saying, because daddy grind for you to be here. You just got to keep it going.
Talk to me about the highlights, though, man. I mean, being able to open up for Barack Obama, man. I mean, what was that like, Brezzy? That's crazy now.
Yeah, man. To be honest, that day was so crazy. Like I said, shout out to Sal. You know, he put it all together, you know, behind the scene. They were FedExing and back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, we just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
Then, you know, even just when the call, you know what I'm saying? Then even shout out to Wallace Community College, because they don't want to actually book me to come down to the headline.
Yeah.
Then, you know, they called and they were like, well, we want him to perform. Then he was like, wow. He was like, you know, he was like, yeah, we want him. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And we got the check on deck. So what's up? We can FedEx, we can get it done.
Exactly.
Like, to be honest, we went back and forth so much and so quick. We came up to the day of when I was headed down. We were just finalizing everything. Like, it was that crazy because there was so much going on. You talking about over 500,000 people in this place called Selma, Alabama.
Come on,
you know,
man.
where they started the civil rights movement, where they crossed the bridge.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? This before my time.
Yeah.
So it like to be a part of that, it was so great and it was so monumental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like one of those things like, don't matter what I, you know what I'm saying, go and accomplish in this game. It's like that moment is a moment of life.
That's right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, our ancestors crossed that bridge, took that whole barrier to put us in the situation we in now.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, my whole thing, it was on a legacy.
Come on.
Like, you know, that was bigger than life for me. Like, it was on a legacy. Like, I got to show up and show out because they built that legacy for us to be where we at now. You know, so it's like then, you know, and just being in that whole movement and just hearing the people change names, like, you know, that let me know I was doing something great and I was on, you know, my right path.
Big old facts. Now, I mean, working with folks like Drummer Boy, man, I mean, he's a cold-blooded producer. Talk to me when you able to link with them producers that you know about to bring that funk, and do you feel any pressure to turn it all the way up when you get in that studio, man?
Man, to be honest, like when we go in the studio, well, we start from ground zero, like you know, we could record our first song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I keep a small, solid team, you know what I'm saying? I don't like everybody in the studio too many.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like
sit your butt down somewhere. We ain't trying to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my personal engineer K Rich. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we in the studio, we in the zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, and that's why our chemistry is so strong when it comes to the records, because he know when I ain't feeling, he was like, nah, do that again.
Yeah.
You know, so nah, that ain't you, do that again.
That's right.
You know, if it take us 2 hours to do, just to get it right, to perfect it,
that's right.
We gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? Just to have that strong person sitting behind the board that believe and see your dream and like, nah, we gotta get this right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that play a key part to my music and to this whole success, the whole grind and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we shoot for that Grammy 2020.
Lastly, Brezzy, anything you need to get off your chest, my dog, and how can these folks contact you, man?
Man, to be honest, like I said, they can follow me on IG and Twitter at IAMYUNG. BREZZY. Again, that's IAMYUNG BREZZY. And if you want to know anything about me, you can Google me.
Hey, go facts. I can dig it. Brezzy.
Already.
Appreciate you coming through this thing, boy.
Most
wish
definitely.
you the best and much success.
Love being here.
Shout it. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.